Hello! Hello and welcome back for yet more Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes Crimson Blaze. Yeah, that's the subtitle. With Sheza Lady. We're taking him down quick. Maybe not quick enough. But it's time for a new chapter, which means, of course, a lot of time wasted at camp. Whoop. Dog. Dog will not leave kitchen. Refuses to not be underfoot. What was I doing? Oh god, there we go. Alright. So, new chapter, which means we also get to have new conversations with everyone. Hometown will always hold a significant place in my heart. There's a wide range of emotions coursing through you right now, from an unbridled sense of freedom to a feeling of relief, but I cannot quite wrap my head around why, as I have no hometown myself, at least not as far as I remember. I don't want to proceed to the war master.
Yes.
Fletcher and I have been allowed to return to the Imperial capital and see our family for the first time in some
Way to
while.
go!
Plus, we succeeded in protecting the Aryan road, so we can go back with our heads held high. Exactly, so you've helped me so many times, Shez. I thank you for it. Yeah, you were amazing. I hope we can work together again someday. Keep my fingers crossed. Didn't your armor used to be green? Mercedes. Is it really alright that I came to Enbarr? I am certainly glad to be alongside him, but no, it's nothing. I chose to walk away from everyone and now I have no other options. Yeah, that sucks. Happy?
Listen up.
This will be my first time in Embarr. It's the biggest city in Fodlan, yeah? Whenever there are too many people around, they tend to freeze up. Might not be a good idea to head to the busiest city around. I mean, if I let a sigh slip there.
Yeah.
You just hate it if something annoying happened.
By the way,
I rather like the church in the capital. It's quite old, but possessed of a pleasant atmosphere. 1,000 years ago, St. Ceres appeared in Enbarr and guided the founding of Adrestia. She also built Carrick-Mach, though in the end she left the Empire entirely. Given such history, I believe the Church of Ceres ought to be protecting the people of Adrestia even now, and yet...
It's all
Oh
hopeless.
good, it's depressed Constance. Returning to the capital means returning to the Imperial Palace, yes? I wonder if there is truly a place for me there. It will surely mean suffering at the hands of the daughters of nobles my family once mingled with. Well, since the nobility seem to hold little love for you, perhaps you will act as my shield? Yeah, sure. Why not? Balthus? Speaking of Embarr, that reminds me, I haven't been there since I infiltrated the black market to get Vajra Mushti back after it was stolen from my mother's hometown.
Huh?
The black market. Wait, I heard about that. So that big guy picking fights was you all along? Actually, no, it must have been someone else.
hear me out.
I can let my hair down for the first time in a while. Same for you, yeah? We could well end up dead in the next battle, so we better spend our coin while we can.
I don't know. Got a sec?
It's been a while since I felt this kind of atmosphere. Is this what soldiers mean when they speak of the calm after the battle? We had some sad farewells and a lot of pain, but I suppose we should try to be happy that we're alive and able to return safely home. The Middle Frank Opera Company has been tasked with providing performances as a way to thank the Imperial Army for its services.
I wonder.
As a formerly featured songstress, perhaps I could do more to show my own appreciation for all of your efforts. You sure could. Now you're talking. Wait, what do you mean? Come by the infirmary later. I'll sing you a song that soothes most spirits and nerves. Uh-huh.
Nothing to report. Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Although since we're headed back to Enbarr for the first time in a bit, I'd sure like to see my family. I mean, think about it. As long as we're caught up in all this fighting, there's no telling when one of us might leave home for the last time. Hey, Yuritsa. Returning now? How tedious. Had we kept fighting, I may have enjoyed myself.
Are you sure?
Yeah, not much good in complaining at this point. We're heading back regardless.
Yes.
Indeed. Oh, Anna's here.
Deal. So here's my pitch.
Embarr's been around a lot longer than Garrick Mock. Of course, the Imperial Palace in Spelling City didn't exist in the old days. Now the townhouses are one of the largest markets in Fodlan. Now the townhouses.
Well, hello there.
Sure. What do you got? What do you got?
Is that the one?
Those,
Is that the
those,
one? Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Come back soon.
I don't know. Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Nothing to collect.
Everything has its use.
Bernadetta, what are you doing? Dum-de-dum.
Oh, yay!
It's so exciting to be heading back to the capital after so long, and since my father's at Garrick Mock and I don't have to see him, maybe I can actually relax.
That reminds me.
Not a word about your mom. Really, well, my mother is a civil official who still works in the Imperial capital. She has a ton of useful skills, and people say she's an intelligent, accomplished lady. Not like me at all. You know, Bernadetta, I'm just gonna let you say what you're gonna say.
I see. Do you have a moment?
There are lots of historic buildings still standing in Embarr, and with the battle on hold, I'm hoping to take a nice stroll around all the different sites.
Well, you see.
Would you two want to walk the city with me? Together? You've seen one building, you've seen them all. Why don't you and Marion go? Just the two of you. Oh, I see. Well, what do you say, Marion? Don't think about it. Look, man, I tried. I tried. Are you familiar with the weapons associated with the saints, such as the spear of a sail used by Saint Chihol? Of course, there's also Saint Sethlayan's caduceus staff, and the Central Church controls the majority of these sacred items, but there are no small number whose whereabouts have been lost to time. Hearing Her Majesty say what she did only makes me feel all the more inadequate. But I will never ever let such a thing happen again. You agree with me on this, yes? You might. Nothing more frustrating than your job unfinished. Yeah, probably. I'm a member of the Kingdom's House Edelgard. I spearheaded their support for the Empire, but, well, during the subsequent discord, the Kingdom's army ended up marching south. In the end, the region's north or Count Rose territory once more sided with the King. Sensing the clear danger to myself in such an arrangement, I fled to the Empire. Can't go back. I'm glad Leonardo made it out safely, but we killed Ingrid. I can't ever go back, can I? There's no place left for me in Fargus. Whatever part of me that was a knight is dead. You know, maybe not dead.
Hold on.
As long as your face remains unbothered, I trust that nothing of that has come to pass. However, common sense simply does not apply to those people, and we cannot ever know how or when they might make an appearance. Please don't let your guard down, even in Enbarr. Also, this may be overly cautious of me. Be wary of Hubert. I don't think the man entirely trusts you. Yeah, I don't think he does either, but that's his job.
Got a minute?
All this talk about rethinking our strategy seems like it's more for the big brains at the top. In the meantime, I've got some time off, but what am I supposed to do in the capital? You got any ideas? Tell him to sleep while he has a chance. Get in your normal training, but then make sure to sleep in. This chance doesn't come around often. Sounds like a good idea to me. I wonder what kind of grub I could do of an Embarr. Oh man, I'm looking forward to it now.
Hey,
There are so many leaders our age in Her Majesty's personal army. It's great. I'm gonna prove myself to be the best. I'm rather surprised Edelgard would choose to return.
Excellent.
I thought her type to continue a fight at any cost, but I'm quite glad to be proven wrong.
Are you sure?
She's never struck me as being the stubborn sort, at least not past the point of reason. In that case, it seems your assessment was correct. Regardless, I'm just glad to be away from the fighting. Gimme.
speaking of,
The imperial capital of Enbarr has existed since before the establishment of the Adrestian Empire. It is where St. Sarah's first appeared to the world. Even there before, yes? Were you able to appreciate the city's rich and storied history in all of its glory?
Let's see.
Yeah, history puts me to sleep, but if the place has good food stalls, then we can talk. Spoken like a true mercenary. Well, that's fine, I suppose. After all, the important thing is not the past, but what may lie in the future. Gaspar?
All right.
Oh yeah, triumphant return. Or maybe it's not quite triumphant enough for me to say that? Anyway, we're headed back, but my father has entered Aryan Red and is keeping an eye on the Kingdom Army. Apparently Duke Girth, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, was sent to Mirrodin in his place. He fights pretty well, right? Like, well enough that maybe he'll be able to hold it?
Well met.
The war has started, yet the air in the capital remains rather cheery, you know? I suppose they can't even imagine the possibility of losing, and while I want to think that way myself, one never knows what fate has in store. Why, what would happen if instead of the Empire itself were suddenly invaded? What indeed?
Hey there.
Randolph is the son of the previous Count Burghley's second wife, and one who caused much familial strife. I wonder what Caspar and the others think of a man like that being welcomed as a leader. But taken to excess, I fear it will invite backlash. Though perhaps this conversation is lost on you, seeing as you are a beneficiary yourself. Yeah, probably. Also, maybe keep your stupid opinions to your stupid self.
Excuse me. What do you think?
We're returning to the capital soon, yes? And having time to go back to Bridget? It would give me happiness to visit home after a time of such longness.
Let's see.
Bridget's your homeland, right? Place beyond the sea? Guess you'd have to sail out, right? Yes, I'd be riding with a trade ship, as I am lacking a vessel of my own. Although someday I'm hoping to travel back and forth as I please.
Do you have a moment?
Though the war has calmed for a time, that does not mean we no longer have things to do. We must reorganize our army, as well as change our relations with the other regions, and we'll need to lean on your strength more than ever in such times.
Right on.
Leave it to me, boss. So long as it's business fit for a merc, I'll get it done. You're capable of handling a great number of things, not merely mercenary matters.
what can I do for you?
I've come from Enbarr to welcome you and give congratulations for the many battles you have weathered this far. I must say, you have proven to be a grand success. Her Majesty certainly does have a keen eye for talent. True, there have been a few stalemates, but there can be no doubt the Empire will emerge the ultimate victor in this war.
Frankly,
Though it's rather lacking in reliability, I've heard whispers that an attempt on Her Majesty's life is currently in the works. Just in case, I brought along soldiers to meet her, though I admit my worry may be unfounded.
Are you sure?
Hey, better safe than sorry, especially when we're not even inside the city yet. After all, the best time to attack is just before the enemy thinks they're home free. That's when the Grawlord is always the
how
lowest.
unexpected.
Wise words. I'm actually rather shocked. Why does everybody think I'm stupid? I have my regrets about this campaign, but at the same time I believe I have done all that I could.
Right.
I have seen a path which will lead to the Empire ruling Fodlan and opening the way to a better future. I think so. We were forced into a stalemate with the Alliance. The fight with the Kingdom is at a standstill, and the Central Church is alive and well. Many challenges still lie ahead on our path to victory. I'm agreeing with Hubert.
Let's see.
I think Hubert's right. When I think of all we have left to do, it's hard to feel terribly optimistic. I respectfully disagree. We know the problems that lie before us now. We simply have to conquer them. Spoken like a true optimist. Though I suppose I should expect nothing else from you. Alright. Support conversation?
of the Archbishop's movements?
She has established herself in Camulus, a town south of Ferdiad, and shows no indication of leaving. The Knights of Ceres occasionally go to the front, but the Archbishop appears content to remain behind. A shame, really.
Well, we expected as much. It's unlikely that we'll have the opportunity to eliminate her without mounting a full-scale invasion of Blaidd territory.
We should have surrounded Garrick Mach and torn the place apart when we had the chance, no matter the cost to us.
No.
We may have squandered our greatest chance by not doing so.
Hubert, that idea came from Lord Arundel. That is to say, Tallis. And it's an impractical idea, at that. One based on unreliable experimental assets that had never been tested in battle. Besides, after breaking ties with him and his allies, we lacked the military capability to carry out an operation on such a scale.
True on both counts, Your Majesty. We took such bold steps to excise those who slither in the dark from the Empire, knowing full well the price we'd pay. Though it meant allowing the Archbishop to escape our grasp, I would venture to say that we ultimately came out in a better position because of it.
I think so.
Unquestionably so. I'm certain Tallis and his ilk are dreaming up some villainy as we speak. But we're not beholden to them anymore. We are no longer complicit in their schemes.
I could not care less what I am or am not complicit in, Lady Edelgard. But I agree, you must not be. For your own sake and the sake of the Empire, it is vital that you remain unsullied and unencumbered.
When I proposed such drastic changes to our plan 2 years ago, I did so against your best counsel. And yet you made it work every step of the way. None of us would be where we are today if not for you, Hubert. I cannot thank you enough.
This is quite unlike you, Your Majesty. Are you feeling unwell? I assure you I feel ever appreciated. There is no need for you to speak such words aloud. Or perhaps this is meant to soften the blow of yet another drastic change of course?
Nothing like that, I assure you. I simply want you to know how much you are valued. This path I walk, I cannot walk it without you. I'm only able to press onward because I have you to open the way. There will always be a place for you by my side.
Are you certain there are no changes you wish to inform me of? I must insist that you hide nothing from me.
What? But I just said I'm not... Hubert, are you truly so incapable of accepting a simple word of thanks?
Alright. So now...
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
we need 19 veteran training gear. 10 standard combat manuals. 20 artisan smithing sets. 10 knights insignias.
Let me know if I may be of further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Don't need any recruit training gear for anything, ever. I mean... Okay. Let's see. 19 veteran training gear.
Everything has its use.
Let's go to the training instructor.
Time to work you into shape.
Expand that facility. Alright. Anybody mastered when I wasn't looking? No. Alright, training time. Have Shez and Ash continue partner. Already done it on Marianne, continue to partner. Petra and Edelgard. Dorothy and Caspar. Hubert and Ferdinand. Linhart and Constance. Sure, successive training. Of course.
I think it's making sense.
What a...
I'm a...
Well, Edelgard, what can we be instead? I guess we need to train you in a
Time
new
to
class.
work you into shape.
I guess a warrior. The warrior outfit is so dumb.
I always strive...
Successive training.
This'll help.
Hey! This power... This is...
Prop...
Alright, Linhart mastered. Alright, so... Linhart, what can you be? So I guess a warlock and archmage.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Make him a warlock.
Well, don't I look...
You do look splendid. Oh, 2 masteries.
Hey, a new... Not that there's any point...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a monk. Bernadetta. Master seal, so you can't go to that class now, but let's... Whee!
Hey, not that there's any...
A new power is
I need more
prowess.
I guess... Petra, what are you turning into? I guess... fighter.
Time to work you into shape.
Oh, this'll...
Yeah. Change you to mage.
Hey, I'm getting better.
Hope this is good for some...
I think it's making
A new power is now... Only thorns.
Ta-da! I'm gonna have you become a Pegasus Knight.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Last training.
A new power...
Who knew this?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Ooh. Make her a swordmaster? Probably make her a swordmaster.
A new challenge.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Alright, more support conversations. She's an Ash.
Hey, what's wrong? Something on your mind?
Kinda, yeah. Remember before when we were talking about my mom? The more I think about it, the more I'm realizing she really was a strange person.
What do you mean?
Exactly that. Everything about her was kinda just a mystery. I've spent hours trying to puzzle out how she might have ended up in that remote village, but I keep coming up empty. I mean, someone that smart is rare even in the biggest cities, right? She practically knew everything. Even using magic was a breeze for her.
She may not have talked much about her past, but can you think of anything she mentioned that could give you a clue? Maybe something about the people she knew, or unique things she owned.
If she did, it's not coming to me. She's been gone so long now. So yeah, nothing really springs to mind. I don't even have any mementos to remember her by.
Then we'll just have to investigate. I'll help.
Investigate? As in my mom? Where'd that come from?
Well, both of my parents died in an epidemic when me and my siblings were still very young. I still have some hazy memories of them. Food they used to make, that kind of stuff. But that's really all I have left. And since they were commoners, there's almost no record of them. All my searches came up empty. I know how much that hurts, so it's not hard for me to sympathize with what you're going through.
Huh.
Really, it's just so I can get my own closure. We don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Alright, I'm in. I'd love to learn some more about my mom. Okay then, how are we doing this thing?
The most sensible place to start would be talking to people who knew her.
I doubt anyone in the village really remembers her, though. We weren't exactly the most social family.
Still, someone must have known her. It's impossible to stay completely unnoticed in those small mountain towns. It's entirely feasible one of the villagers can tell us something. Or, what about the village chief?
If anyone's gonna remember her, it's him. But for all I know, he could be dead by now, too.
Then we'll just have to send a letter and find out. And if we never get a response because no one there can read, well, in that case, we can go ourselves.
Guess it's worth a shot. I feel kind of bad sending a messenger out that far, but we might as well see what happens.
Great. Now come on, let's get started on that letter.
Linhardt, you skipped the War Council meeting again. If you have any pride at all as a noble, it would behoove you to start acting like one.
I have pride. Some, at least. But speaking of noble comportment, I seem to remember a certain someone who obeyed the church for a time and opposed the Empire.
Your tongue cuts like 1,000 sharpened blades. Nonetheless, I did what was required for survival. My dream of regaining my family status would be forever lost were I to perish, and I cannot permit such a thing to come to pass. All I do is for the sake of House Nouvelle's revival.
That's lovely and all, but
It is not lovely.
as the tale goes, House Nouvelle had passed down the crest of Macule for many generations.
Cease your endless yammering and listen to me.
So I am forced to wonder why it is that you, a legitimate heir to the family, do not possess said crest. What's more, in its place you have the crest of Noah, who was one of the 4 apostles. Has your house stymied and deceived imperial investigations for generations? And if so, how?
If you aren't going to listen to me, I refuse to even entertain answering that question.
Well, I've grown tired of speaking, so we'll have to continue this another time. Good night.
Wait, no, I'll answer you. Just don't treat me like dirt trodden underfoot.
Then, by all means. Perhaps in the course of your explanation, something of use to House Nouvelle's restoration will crop up.
I would like that very much. Well then, to be frank, it is said that Saint Noah is an ancestor of House Nouvelle. The saint feared her crest, already rare even in her time, could prove a source of utter calamity. As such, she forged a magic that tricked crest investigation devices and aided her descendants.
Fascinating. And is there anything else regarding Saint Noah?
Your disdain is palpable. Now, does any of that sound of use to restoring my house or not?
I cannot say. I must hear the rest first.
You realize it would be bothersome in the extreme if I told you everything and none of it was helpful. Yeah, if you wish to hear more, I must have a guarantee it will provide something I can use.
What a bother.
Yeah, that's not how that works, Constance. Of course.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting up.
You have no—
I hope.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of—
I know this is for Her Majesty, but I wouldn't...
Well, what bet? I'm amazed we managed to get along.
Indeed. We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
More pantry management.
Counting.
And I don't know. We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you, but
Oh yeah! I will see.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Sure.
counting on you both.
We can do it.
Sure. That'll...
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair
Let's
share.
make some food.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Cooking food.
Hey, this is great.
Oh, thanks. Did you know?
For me? Really?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Sure, give Edelgard her shield.
Hey, this is...
Oh, yes. How did you know I like this?
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Alright. More support conversations. So many.
Now, time for a break. Let us concentrate our efforts on rousing conversation. Afterwards, I say we reward ourselves with a gripping training session and crown the evening with a meal well deserving of our ravenous appetites. Is something amiss?
I don't know. It feels like you might be leaning a little too hard on the whole giving your all thing. You didn't used to be like this. I know you want to do your best, but it's starting to feel like I can't even relax when I'm with you.
Perhaps you are right. I have been feeling rather restless lately. I suppose seeing my father locked away in that dungeon made me feel the need to accomplish something. At times like these, devoting myself fully to what few things I can do is all that keeps me going. Otherwise, I would simply succumb to the reality of how powerless I truly am. The pressure is immense.
Now that you mention it, I think I finally know what was feeling off about you. It's that pressure forcing you to keep your guard up, like you're constantly braced for the worst. Take your breaks, for example. It never looks like you're doing anything even resembling relaxing. I wouldn't worry about your father, though. I know you'll find the right solution.
I appreciate your counsel. I feel as though I have gained some valuable new insight into myself. After all, one can hardly notice the changes they undergo as they happen. It seems partnering with you is the right decision. Your advocacy for maximal effort continues to be an inspiration.
Oh, I wasn't really trying to give you advice or anything, and that's definitely not what I'm advocating for. But if what I said helped, then I'm glad I could be there for you. I just hope you can start cutting yourself a little slack. Your future's bright, Ferdinand.
A veritable wellspring of advice as always. I am deeply obliged.
Okay.
As long as you're feeling better. I mean, war councils are grim already, but they'd be practically unbearable with you sulking around the place. And really, it was nothing. Just here to help.
Nothing? If ever there is a time to give it one's all, it is when expressing gratitude. It seems you could learn something from me as well. And just you watch. I swear on the Iron Name, I will surpass
You already
my father
have.
in the most
He was a
stunning
traitor.
fashion.
He's never gonna learn, is he?
No, he's not.
Wow, that was amazing. You really know your way around a sword.
Oh, hey, Caspar. You were looking pretty good yourself. Wait, haven't we had this conversation before?
I don't know. Must be because you're always sweeping the floor out there. Looks like I've still got my work cut out if I ever want to catch up to you.
Wait, you catch up to me? If anything, I'm the one who has some ground to make up.
That's nice of you to say and all, but it's not gonna stop me. I'm never slowing
Oh my
down.
god, they're all insane.
Anyway, let's get back to training. I'm gonna really knock your socks off this time.
Bring it on! Actually, hold on a sec.
Come on, what's the big idea? Just trying to throw me off my game?
That's not it. I was just thinking, we've been training together a lot lately, but if we're doing all the same drills at all the same intensity, then aren't we just gonna get stronger at the same rate? Nobody's closing any gaps, that's for sure.
Oh, you do have a point. Yeah, definitely have a point. But you know what? I don't care.
You don't?
Nope. I mean, I don't want to run off and do some cool secret training without you. Sounds boring if you ask me. Or sorta cheating? I want to face you head on. Same drills or not, I'm gonna blow past you no problem. Well, you fired up now?
Fired up? Friend, I'm the flames. And trust me, you're about to get burned.
Only one way to find out, and I'm putting my bet down on old Caspar.
It's incredible just how focused you are, Caspar. I'm honestly kinda impressed. There aren't many people like you joining up with mercenary groups, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah? I'd have no idea myself. But hey, let's both give this our best shot. The tougher we get, the quicker we can end this war once and for all.
And at the end of the day, that's the goal here. Let's never lose sight of that. And that reminds me, I actually found myself at a noble's tea party not too long ago.
Oh, you must be talking about Ferdy, right? He does love his tea.
No. It happened while I was doing some work as a bodyguard. The nobles who threw the party even gave me a cup of tea to show their appreciation. I didn't really know what to make of it, though. Hard to say if it was even good or bad.
Understandable. Settings like that tend to choke the flavor out of any food or drink you happen to come across, among other things.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm built for all that fancy stuff. Hey, remember when I asked you to sing for me? You belted out a verse from one of your operas. It kinda reminded me of that tea. It's like, I just don't have the background for that sort of stuff. If you don't grow up in it, you're not gonna get it.
Everyone has a right to those things, though. Taking in a tragic opera, letting an elegant meal dance across your taste buds. Nobody should be excluded from those pleasures just because they were born a commoner.
True.
It'd be good if that's how things worked.
You think it's not?
Take my time back as a mercenary. I would have gladly eaten a half-cooked rat if it meant I was getting food in my belly. It's only since I joined up with this army that my palate's become a little more discerning. What I'm saying is, if you never have the chance to eat good food, then you'll never know what good food is supposed to taste like. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but...
In that case...
Dorothea?
Oh, sorry. I got a bit caught up in my thoughts there. But I think it might be just as you say. Will you indulge me for a moment?
Sure. What's on your mind?
When I first started singing, I did it for me. Only me. But it wasn't long until Manuela discovered my gift. So, I joined the opera company. It felt... incredible. I wanted the whole world to hear my singing. But once I became a songstress, I started attracting more and more attention from the nobles. Before I knew it, I wasn't singing for myself anymore. I was singing for them. Now you can't even appreciate my songs if you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
That might be true, but like I said, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. So many people would kill to be able to do what you can do. So don't belittle yourself like that. Your singing is incredible, Dorothea.
I appreciate that. I really do. But I still can't help but wonder.
Ah, it's you. How's it going? Any developments to report?
You mean with my power? Not really, no.
Perhaps using it regularly won't be enough to provoke growth. Good to know.
Hey, I thought you said you weren't interested. I mean, how many times are you gonna come ask me if anything's changed before you're happy?
Weren't you the one so keen on piquing my interest? I only wanted to check how that was going. If you don't think it's possible, just tell me and I'll stop asking.
It's too soon to say, really.
Right, of course. We'll just have to keep trying then. How about this? Describe the circumstances in which you first awakened to your power. Maybe we can reproduce the situation and see if lightning doesn't strike twice.
Well, I was staring death in the face when it happened. I'd been beaten so badly, I could barely stand. But I kept telling myself I wasn't ready to die yet. And out of nowhere, it just came to me.
I suppose we shouldn't try to recreate those conditions. Nobody wants a dead officer on their hands. Let's consider some other potentially relevant factors. Who was your opponent? Where did the struggle take place? What time of day was it? Do you think your emotions played any part in it?
I was fighting the Ashen Demon, of all people. I hope we get the chance to cross swords again someday. As for the when and where, we were in a forest at night. Pretty sure it was a full moon, too. And that leaves my emotional state. But I don't know how I could replicate the intense emotions of being at the brink of death like that.
I see, I see. That context would prove quite tricky to simulate. And if your power functions similar to a crest, revealing itself even when you don't intend it, that leaves only one option. Observing you on the battlefield at all times. This is turning out to be more work than I signed up for.
Hey, weren't you telling me not to give up just a second ago? If I can do it, then so can you.
I'm not so sure.
Alright. All support conversations done. All that done. Blah, blah, blah.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
Standard. Artisan smithing set. 20. Knights in Senior 10. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only need
Let me know if I may be of further service.
40.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Those.
Everything has its use.
Alright. Time for a save. Here we are an hour in, and we've done all of the camp stuff. Which means it's a good time for a break. I'm gonna get some water. You should take a break. See you in a minute. Okay. Come here. Tully wants to be on stream, apparently. You have to look at the camera. It's up there. Can you look? You don't even actually want that. Will you stay in the lab? You can stay here. You gotta stay put. You don't even want to be here. That's what I thought. To the war map. I've unlocked a paralog battle, Unsettling Truths. Oh. Alright, what level is this? 33. Let's level those guys up so that they can handle this fight.
Time to work you into shape.
I am still...
I'm making my muscle.
I want to do my part.
Alright.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Side story.
Ignatz Victor reporting, Your Excellency.
Yes, yes, come in.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I think you're supposed to say, forgive my intrusion.
Right, yes. Forgive me, Your Excellency.
Listen, Ignatz, I may have a title now, but you and I are still friends as we have always been. All this formality is starting to make my skin crawl. Please, just treat me the same as ever you have.
Oh, right. Of course. Anyway, what do you need?
You've no doubt heard about the bandits who appeared in Gloucester, yes? The ones who were supposedly former mercenaries.
They've been around for a while, right?
Yes. My men have been searching for their base for some time now, and I believe they have finally located it. I took the opportunity to look into the provenance of these bandits anew. It seems they were indeed a mercenary band. One in the employ of my father.
I see.
For some reason, they have abandoned the sellsword life and fallen into banditry.
But why would they do that?
I do not know. I attempted to discuss it with my father, but his only concern at present is finding me a proper spouse. When I ask, he evades me and changes the subject.
Yes. That's quite the conundrum.
Regardless, I cannot ignore these bandits, especially if my father had something to do with them. Thusly, I have decided to deal with them myself, and I was hoping you might join me.
Of course. I'm a knight of House Gloucester, after all.
Good. Oh, and as it would be a rather tall order for the two of us to take on a gang of brigands alone, I have called in some additional support.
Hey, Lawrence. I came as soon as I could.
Just once, I wish one of my acquaintances could split the difference between absurd formality and dire nonchalance. I am a count now, you know.
Wait, so are we not friends because you're a count?
No, what I meant to say is...
Look, enough with the titles. I'm a busy woman, so let's get moving already.
I will have you know, a noble is nothing without their... Never mind. I asked you here because I need your help dealing with bandits in my territory.
That's it? Well, sure. I'm happy to help.
That was easy. I suppose it does indeed pay to have some true friends in one's corner.
Sure does. Besides, if just you and Ignatz try to do it, you're gonna get kicked into next moon.
Have you ever considered not saying the first thing that pops into your head? The two of us could easily handle this matter. I am simply being prudent. Also, these are not some run-of-the-mill ruffians, but rather highly trained former mercenaries.
Right, the old mercenary to bandit career path.
They have some connection to my father as well, so I would like to uncover what we can in the process.
You got it, boss. If we fight and win, I'm sure some info will turn up on your old man.
I am not certain I follow your logic, though I suppose it would be the preferred outcome. Now then, we should be off. With my subjects in peril, there is not a moment to waste. We will depart as soon as you are ready.
I'll take my payment in meat, please.
I shall tell the kitchen to prepare a ham.
Okay, that's funny. Oh right, I forgot that I'd made Chase mage. Oh, you'll take your payment in potato. Oh, interesting. Sure. I'm sure it's gonna be fun, right?
Hear me well, you fell brigands. I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, stand in judgment before you.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
House Gloucester has no need of such dishonest trickery. If our foe is asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base.
Defeat one.
I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders. Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
All right. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
It's not over. It's not over.
Okay, that was kind of cool.
Say, Lord, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Do not coddle me. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs.
Now that I think of it, we're near the place where Claude's grandfather met his end, aren't we?
Indeed. I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident? You yourself are a former mercenary, yes? Pray point out everyone you recognize.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
No, he doesn't.
That is enough for the soldiers outside. Let us proceed to attacking the base. By the good name of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer!
Gloucester, let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again!
If we let these folks go, they'll just cause more trouble somewhere else. Let's track them down.
I've got this.
Let's do this!
Now, where do you think you're going? You guys died here. That's how this works.
I've got you now.
My mother and father died not too far from here.
I've got this.
You guys go get that guy.
That was a long time ago now.
They were merchants, yes?
Yeah. They were traveling with the old Duke Regan and got attacked by monsters.
During the period when my father employed these mercenaries, monster attacks were a rather common occurrence in this region.
I lost.
And these monsters took the lives of both the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents.
Can we stop doing the... Yeah, I noticed.
No! They got away!
Alright. New plan.
Hear me well, you fell brigands. I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, stand in judgment before you.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
House Gloucester has no need of such dishonest trickery. If our foe is asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base.
Just wait.
I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders.
Still in the fight.
Say, Lawrence, why don't you hang back and let us handle this? You
Do
like
not
that?
coddle me. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs.
Now that I think of it, we're near the place where Claude's grandfather met his end, aren't we?
Indeed. I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident? You yourself are a former mercenary, yes? Pray point out everyone you recognize.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
I've got you now.
That is enough for the soldiers outside. Let us proceed to attacking the base. By the good name of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer!
Gloucester, let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again!
I've got this.
If we let these folks go, they'll just cause more trouble somewhere else. Let's track them down.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
I've got this.
mother and father died not too far from here. That was a long time ago now.
They were merchants, yes?
Yeah. They were traveling with the old Duke Regan and got attacked by monsters.
I've got it.
During the period when my father employed these mercenaries, monster attacks were a rather common occurrence in this region. And these monsters took the lives of both the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents.
Pay attention, Lawrence. If you keep staring off into space, some bandit's gonna run up and conk you on the head.
Yes, of course. I must focus on the battle at hand.
Let's cut around back!
There is something strange about...
I've got this.
the enemy's current movements. Perhaps they have another escape route in mind?
Yeah, right.
They're trying to get out the back way. After them.
Yeah, no escape.
Wow.
No, they got away.
Wow, how are you supposed to stop them? Alright, try again.
Hear me well, you fell brigands. I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, stand in judgment before you.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
Since Gloucester has no need of such dishonest trickery, if our foe is asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base.
I'll not falter.
I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders.
Say, Lawrence, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Do not coddle. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs.
Now that I think of it, we're near the place where Claude's grandfather met his end, aren't we?
Indeed. I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident? You yourself are a former mercenary, yes? Pray point out everyone you recognize.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
I've got you now.
That is enough for the soldiers outside. Let us proceed to attacking the base. By the good name of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer!
Gloucester, let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again!
I've got this.
If we let these folks go, they'll just cause more trouble somewhere else. Let's track them down.
got this.
Wow, they're so fast.
They got away.
Alright, I have to not clear out the intro area of the thieves. They keep escaping. Alright. I think I can do it. I just need to, like...
Hear me well.
I've got this.
I want you guys to capture that strong.
Oh, you fell brigands.
Start there.
I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, stand in judgment before you.
So, not to be a jerk, but when you stand up and scream your name like that, it prevents us from launching any kind of sneak attack.
Prince Gloucester has no need of such dishonest trickery. If our foe is asleep, we kick out their pillow before the battle begins. Firstly, let us deal with the bandits outside the base.
I've got this.
I'll not falter.
You guys are going to defend that place because it'll keep you out of trouble.
I shall not permit you to wreak any more havoc within my borders.
We must guard this position.
How do you guys keep getting up? really like it if my capturing of gateposts had, like, you know, gotten me any reinforcements. Instead, they seem to be getting reinforcements, which is not what's supposed to happen.
I've got you now.
Say, Lawrence, why don't you hang back and let us handle this?
Do not coddle me. I am more than capable of holding my own against this pack of curs.
It's not over.
Get up. No, it's over. Don't get up. Oh, there's some reinforcements.
It's not over.
Now that I think of it, we're near the place where Claude's grandfather met his end, aren't we?
Indeed. I think you are correct. Could this group perchance have some connection to that most unfortunate incident? yourself are a former mercenary, yes? Pray point out everyone you recognize.
You do realize that not every mercenary knows each other, right?
It's not over.
It's over.
It's not over.
Sometimes.
I've got you now.
We'd be lost without you.
That is enough for the soldiers. Now it is my turn.
Lawrence, I want you to murder.
Outside, let us proceed to attacking the base. Now it is
Lawrence,
my turn.
you get
There
that
is
guy.
nothing I cannot do.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
By the good name of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, you foul marauders shall terrorize my subjects no longer!
Alright.
Gloucester, let's get out of here before we get beaten to a pulp again.
Alright.
We let
Hopefully,
these folks go.
they'll be able
They'll
to
just cause
tangle
more
those
trouble
guys
somewhere
up.
else. Let's track them down. Okay, time to attack.
I saw this.
I've got you now.
Also known as the beginning.
My mother and father died not too far from here. That was a long time ago now.
They were merchants, yes?
Yeah, they were traveling with the old Duke Regan and got attacked by monsters.
I've got you now.
Stay put, please. defeated yours.
Now it is my turn.
Can you not help with any of the other ones? Fuck.
There is nothing I cannot do. During the period when my father employed these mercenaries, monster attacks were a rather common occurrence in this region. And these monsters took the lives of both the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents. Now, let us bring it down!
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Attention, Lawrence! You keep staring off into space. Some bandit's gonna run up and conk you on the head.
Yes, of course. I must focus on the battle at hand.
All right, that should be all.
I can't give up on what? Let's come around back.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
So that one's my problem.
There is something strange about the enemy's current movements. Perhaps they have another escape route in mind?
Where do you think you're going?
I've got you now.
They're trying to get out the back way. After them.
Yeah, no escape.
Yeah, just, you know, burning, freezing, really whatever works.
It's funny how you're like a
I'm not
real
picky.
knight now, Ignatz. You used to be so scrawny.
I think everyone looks
Alright. Are they all locked up? Oh, did you get yours?
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
Actually,
All right, there's
do
nothing these
smash
muscles
that.
can't
I
do.
have no idea if this is going to be relevant in a minute.
funny compared to you, Raphael.
I still do.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Did you finish smashing that one?
All right,
You could
here
move on.
there's nothing these muscles can't do.
We stopped them.
I've got you now.
You? The
Count? Where's your father, you little brat?
Retire. I am the Count of Gloucester now.
You don't say. In that case, I'll have to take my revenge on you instead.
He seeks vengeance against my father. Whatever was driving these people?
I think this will go well.
Why don't we go get that?
I'm prepared to see this through.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Not a problem.
I'll just keep doing what I'm doing.
All right. There's nothing these muscles can't.
Thank you. Sleep well.
All right. Here up there's nothing these muscles can't do.
I am troubled by this development. But as the ruler of this domain, I must do my duty and eliminate these bandits.
Ooh. They have ballista now?
This is awful. We have to do something. I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do. Now, let us bring it down.
Oh my god.
Now, charge and attack.
All right. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
Say, Raphael?
Keep quiet and fight, Ignat. These guys are serious business.
Capture this base, you're not allowed to repaint them. I have rules.
All right. Here there's nothing these muscles can't do.
just the beginning.
You're seriously strong. I gotta keep up.
Reclaim those.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Splendid! We have the advantage.
I've got you now.
Got this. Accept your defeat.
I've got this. I'm not gonna die here.
Then we fight.
Ain't you traitorous nobles tired of beating us up yet?
Wait, you claim my father betrayed you?
Used us and threw us away like trash he did. They tried to make us disappear so as to sweep it under the rug. Got you.
Oh, did Daddy try to, you know, have an assassination? No. Seems like.
Out of the way.
Yeah, right. Just kill me and be done with it already. At least that way it'll finally be over.
I would speak with you yet. I need to understand what has transpired here.
We did it.
We won!
Meat party when we get home, and Lawrence is buying.
You all go on ahead. I must speak with the bandit we captured.
So slow.
This'll help me break new boundaries.
I am capable of so much more.
There you are, Lawrence. That took so long, I thought maybe that bandit general got you.
We had much to discuss, which I will share with all of you now.
Did you uncover the reason for their grudge against your father?
Indeed. As we suspected, they were once mercenaries in his employ. At first, they were used in the ways one might think, keeping villages safe, guarding the border, and so on. But one day, they were given a very strange order by a supposed envoy of my father.
Well, what was the order?
They were told to threaten any merchants heading toward Regan and force them to turn back.
Yeah, that's a weird one, all right.
The mercenaries felt the same and balked at the idea of raising their swords against unarmed merchants. Instead, they decided to chase a pack of wild monsters into the merchants' path and scare them that way.
Hey, smart thinking.
I'm not so sure about that.
The plan worked, at first. Then one day they caught wind that merchants were approaching and loosed monsters on them per the established method. An ordinary group of merchants would have simply run away and lived. But one among this group drew his sword and began to fight. This was Lord Godfrey, who at the time held the title of Duke Regan. He fought valiantly, but ultimately in vain. Sadly, he perished along with the merchants he had hoped to protect.
Merchants that included Raphael's parents.
So the former Duke Regan and Raphael's parents all died because of your dad, Lawrence?
So it would seem. I am terribly sorry, Raphael. Please, accept my apology in my father's stead.
Hey, knock it off. You didn't do anything wrong.
As it happens, my parents were meant to accompany Godfrey that day. But they had a scheduling conflict and recommended that Raphael's parents go instead, which means...
Not you too, Ignatz! Look, everybody. Kids aren't responsible for what their parents do.
Lawrence, do we know for sure that the order came from your father?
I was wondering the same thing. Your father was always protective of the nobility's reputation, and it seems strange he would do something so sneaky. And so anti-merchant besides.
Based on what the bandits said, I suspect it was someone from our house acting alone. By the time my father realized what was happening, the culprit had vanished, along with any hope of ever sussing out their true motives. Only the mercenaries remained, and my father had no choice but to punish them.
I bet they didn't care at all about what happened behind the scenes. As far as they were concerned, their employer betrayed them.
But I don't get how any of this has to do with you right now, Lawrence.
A feudal lord is responsible for all that happens within their realm. Therefore, anything left unresolved by my father falls by necessity to me. I would also like to pay appropriate reparations to both you and your family, as is fair and proper.
But I don't need anything from you. I can take care of my family plenty well on my own. Besides, I made my peace with what happened to my folks a long time ago. You can't change that now. All you can do is stir up a bunch of old, painful memories.
Yes.
But nothing. I'm done talking about this. I'll still take my reward for beating up the bandits, though. Meat party, remember? You promised me the finest ham in all the land. And just thinking about it's got me drooling.
This does not sit right with me. What should I do?
I think you'd better quit wallowing in the past and go fetch that ham you promised. Best to just leave it be. You too, Ignatz.
Right.
Very well. In that case, I shall arrange for the finest spread of meat the world has ever seen. I stake House Gloucester's very reputation
Oh
on
my
it.
god, dude.
Now that's the right thing to do.
Still feels a little weird to leave it like this, but I guess this is for the best.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Alright. Well, that took more attempts than any of our other ones, but it turns out that I just have to trust that the computer can hold its own. If it's the appropriate level. Edelgard's army returns to Embarr, hoping to recuperate from the fatigue of the recent string of battles. Little do you know, your respite is to be brief indeed.
I'm glad we have returned to Enbarr. It's far warmer than the kingdom, for one. How are you doing, Your Majesty? I hope you've been getting some rest, at least. It seems you never stop working unless someone physically pulls you away from it.
I've been getting more rest than Hubert, at least. We're here in the gardens, chatting, are we not?
Fair enough. And so I'm clear, even a sliver of your time is a blessing beyond all measure.
Oh my goodness. Monica.
Though I suggest you find a better point of comparison than Hubert for how hard you work.
This is the part where you nobles all crowd around a table slurping on tea, right? Seems like a good enough way to unwind a bit.
Tea? I wouldn't mind were it just myself and Her Majesty, but... What's happening in the throne room?
Hubert, what's wrong?
Intruders in the palace, Your Majesty. They entered through one of the secret passages, and are even now attempting to hunt you down. I sent soldiers to intercept them. We should be prepared for anything.
Do you think it's those who slither in the dark?
I know not. But they could not have breached that passage without assistance from the inside. Though there are only a few who know of that passage, and would be capable of acting as a guide. Your Majesty, might you kindly step this way?
Hubert, do you really think she would do that?
Shamir!
You're not getting away!
This shall be your grave, intruder!
You simpleton! Were you trying to annihilate me as well? Thanks to you, the assassin made their escape!
As though one of your paltry skill would have caught such elusive prey in the first place. What matters now is that we give pursuit. All trespassers must be felled without mercy.
Damn. Like, that was cool. I feel like sending Edelgard somewhere safe is the correct choice.
For the future that's yet to come.
Headlong into the fray!
Should not bring Bernadette apparently, because she would get her teeth kicked in.
I fight for my
Petra.
land of home.
Oh, I guess Raphael's a good choice. So's Yuritsa.
Understood.
Alright, let's... Am I not allowed to bring Hubert? That just occurred. I'm not. Shall we?
That was Shamir, which means the attackers.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will. Forward, march!
No Shamir in any of that.
They must be the Knights of Ceres' assassins. We must protect Her Majesty with everything we have.
Stop the enemy incursion! Seal off those entry points before reinforcements arrive!
Lady Edelgard, I must ask that you remain in the throne room where it will be easier to defend you and predict enemy movements. And as your protection will require my full attention, I will remain here at your side.
There's not a question of can, only a leave this to me!
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over.
So, sure, let's try it.
I will gladly handle orders received.
Just do as I plan. I shall take it from here.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
Oh, if I must. Leave this.
I'm all right. I will capture this stronghold.
Not a problem.
Sure, let's
begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
Just do as I planned. I shall take it from here.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
It's not over.
Commencing it. Follow me.
I've got this.
Actually,
I've got this.
I want that place killed.
This will take but a moment with me here.
Where do you think you're going?
I've got you now.
Fight here!
this.
It was careless to be allowing assassins inside. We must exterminate them with much haste.
Actually, I want you guys to just go.
I've got this.
I'm all right. I won't lose. I'm all right. Peace, good intruder. I assure you, I'm no fighter.
Says the wolf in sheep's clothes. It's short, whatever. Where's the Emperor?
I've got this. I've got this.
Good. Just a little more and we'll retake this section of the palace.
I'll use this.
I've got this. I've got this.
We were holed up nice and safe until they came barging in.
No, you didn't miss the hand. There was a hand party. You missed the lead up to the hand.
I've got
Hey Shamir, can I buy your loyalty?
You're not my target, which means you're wasting my time. Hate me all you want. Waste another minute.
Slippery creature. Let's stay on guard.
Over here! More intruders!
Holy buckets, there's so many of them.
I've got this.
Palace still teems with enemies. Crush them all!
Is there even one room I can be alone?
I've got this.
Here's what we need. I need you guys to just go defend a little bit. I'll take care. I will clean up the problem. How did you not die? Thank you.
The enemy is trying to seize the fire orbs.
If they succeed, they'll be able to target Her Majesty. We can't let that happen.
I've got you now.
I've got this.
Still in the fight?
I've got I've got this. I've got
Go
this.
for it.
Too easy.
Are you?
You know, perhaps I really am curious about your power.
Oh, come on! Alright. I have to be a little bit more circumspect about how I command the other units, apparently. If I'm gonna have any success.
That was Shamir, which means the attackers.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
I will gladly handle this. Orders received.
There's not a question of it. Leave this to me.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
There's not a question of can. Only a forward, march!
Not a problem.
Just do as I planned. I shall take it from here.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it. So, what should I be doing again? Sure, what?
They must be the Knights of Ceros's assassins. We must protect Her Majesty with everything we have.
Stop the enemy incursion! Seal up those entry points before reinforcements arrive!
Lady Edelgard, I must ask that you remain in the throne room where it will be easier to defend you and predict enemy movements. And as your protection will require my full attention, I will remain here at your side.
Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently.
There is not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
The enemy's stronghold will be ours.
No, not yet!
It was careless to be allowing assassins inside. We must exterminate them with much haste.
I'm all right.
Why are they all trying to attack that one? I thought I had these...
I will gladly handle this. Orders received.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
Just do as I planned. I shall take it from here.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me. Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
There's not a question. Leave this to me.
So, sure, let's try it.
The enemy's stronghold will be ours.
Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice. I won't lose.
This will take but a moment with me here. I've got you now.
Peace, good intruder. I assure you, I'm no fighter.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches. Begin. The Sky Spirit.
I will gladly handle. Orders received.
Oh, if I leave this to me.
Just I shall.
Start. Is that an order?
Leave this to me.
So, sure, let's try it.
Not a problem. Says the wolf in sheep's clothes. But sure, whatever. Where's the Emperor?
Good. Just a little more and we'll retake this section of the palace.
Commencing attack. Follow me.
Out of the way!
I got this!
so they can barge in.
I will gladly handle this.
Starting them, is that an order?
Just do as I shall take it from here.
Begin. The Sky Spirit, what?
Oh, if I must. If my assistance is needed...
I will gladly handle this. I am here to aid you.
So, sure, let's try it.
Leave this to me.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Begin. I am advancing. Begin. I will help.
I think things are going better this time.
It will be safe in our care.
Leave defending this position to me.
Starting the mission. Providing support.
Just do as I planned. I shall provide support.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
Leave this to me.
Oh, good. Thank you for making this easier. Hey, Shamir. Let's try this again, eh?
You're not my target, which means you're wasting my time.
Yep.
I can't waste another minute.
Slippery creature. Let's stay on guard.
Over here! More intruders!
Alright, we've secured that area.
Starting the mission.
I'd like for you to go through something. Question is for you.
Is that an order?
Palace teems with enemies. Crush them all!
Is there even one room I can be alone? You presume to break my ironclad defense? Just do. I shall take it from.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
So, what should I do? Sure, let's try it. So, what should I be doing? I'll back you up.
There's not a question of can. My will is theirs.
Oh, we are trying to stop the church assassins, which is like, you know, a force of thousands of people that have infiltrated the capital.
The enemy is trying to seize the fire orbs.
I've got you now.
Get back from your stronghold, my dude.
If they succeed, they'll be able to target Her Majesty. We can't let that happen.
Oh, good, good, good.
Oh, leave this to me.
I will gladly handle this. Orders received.
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
Just do as I planned. I shall take it from here.
Still improving.
Tremendous work.
Okay, fair. But this isn't John Wick. Maybe it should be.
There's not a question. Leave this to me.
So, sure, let's try it.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
So many of them.
Stand down. Here goes.
Sure.
There's not a question. Leave this to me.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
I will gladly. Orders received.
Oh, leave this to me.
Witness the...
There's not a question of can. Only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
So, what? Sure, let's try it.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Just I shall take it
Starting the... Is that an order?
Let's go here, we'll go out. No. Bad fortress knight.
I've got you now.
No, not yet! It's not over.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
So, sure, let's try it.
There's not a... Leave this to me!
Starting the mission. Is that an order?
Just do as I plan. I shall take it from here. I will gladly handle this. Orders received.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
How did that guy get up there?
We secured the fire orb.
Excuse me.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Out of the way! I've got you now. I'll claim the Emperor's head myself!
That enemy poses a nasty threat. Dispatch her at once.
Okay. Everybody kill that one.
If you come for me, I'll make you regret it.
How did you get there with everybody trying to murder you?
It's not over. It's not over.
Oh, good. All of them ganging up on them didn't.
We best stay on our guard, Your Majesty.
Alright.
I've got this.
I want you guys to, like. Actually, yeah. I want you
I've
to
got
kill
this.
that guy.
I've got you now.
Reinhardt. It seems you're actually willing to work when the Emperor's life is on the line.
Could you imagine the headaches if she died? Not that you don't already work every second of the day.
It's not over.
These aren't assassins. They're an army.
Thank you. Didn't I tell you to kill that assassin? Where do these assassins keep teleporting in from?
It's not over.
I've got this.
Hubert, what are you doing?
I've got this.
Everyone to me! I will walk you to the Emperor's hiding place!
Well, that can't be good. He's going to use magic to send in attackers.
I've got this.
Way to kill these knights.
I've got you now. won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over. You're worth 1,000 soldiers.
I'm glad
Out
we
of
took care of
shadows.
those reinforcements. The last thing I want is more work.
Taking a short break. Okay. Well, no idea what was going on with the stream there that went down for all of you. My end, it says nothing happened. My recording's still good, so...
I've got this.
That takes care of the rat.
I've got this.
Which leaves us with the true problem at hand. We will not escape our clutches this time.
They're really keeping the heat on. All right, time for another approach.
Enough of this. It seems clear the enemy won't come out of hiding until I do.
That may be true, Your Majesty. But is it wise to place yourself in such peril?
I've got you now.
Got one. Do it. Hate me on.
It's a trap.
I've got this. I've got you now. I'll take you all on.
Any fun?
That should do for now.
The skies were meant to be secure. I am doubly certain we have a traitor in our midst.
Catherine.
It's brave of you to try and lure us out, but such courage will cost you your life.
Wonder, Catherine. It seems Rhea is not playing around.
No mercy to the Archbishop's enemies!
All right. My lord, we stand ready to walk the Emperor back to the throne room upon your command.
I get to fight Thunder, Catherine? Guess I'll actually have to try this time.
If seeing this sword doesn't frighten you, then perhaps you need to feel it.
Do it.
Out of the way!
As you wish. Use the magic. A wise man is ever ready.
Nicely done. Thank you, Minister Hevery.
They've broken through. We must hurry to Her Majesty's son.
I've got this. I've got this.
I've got you now! You're taking a beating, Catherine. But don't worry, I've got your back.
It is strange, Shaman. I heard you quit the Knights of Saros, yet here you are.
Well, someone's done their research. But yeah, I'm just another mercenary now.
Then let me make you an offer. Come work for us, and we will spare Catherine's life.
Don't listen to him, Shamir!
I've got this.
I've got you now!
Enemy down.
You demonstrate your strength anew.
Sometimes. Alright, look at all the money. Hi, Catherine. I don't want to fight you yet. Where's Shuri? I mean, I probably want Catherine in a second.
I've got you now. I can't take any more of this.
Shamir, stand down and find a place to rest. I'll handle this.
I've got you now. Run, Catherine. I'm staying.
Don't make me drag you out of here, Shamir.
Go before I kill you myself.
Damn it.
Good. We have a contract. The threat has been quelled, but we allowed them far too much leeway. The situation calls for careful reflection.
Still, you saved my life, which means my path for the future remains intact. Thank
you. Hubert, did you hear? My father has vanished. Yes. We should have killed the dastard when we had the chance. All I can say is that I wished my father to be tried fairly, as is his noble right. But now, it is clear that will never happen. I could excoriate you further, but we lack the time. We must get to the bottom of this, and quickly. The Knights of Seiros descended on us with the fury I have rarely seen. In all that confusion, even a bear could have slipped away without raising an alarm. I would not go so far as to call them conspirators, but my father had many old friends in the palace. Some may have turned a blind eye. They should be found and questioned. I agree. That is one possibility. Oh, there is another. Yes, well, now that we have a fugitive on our hands, I intend to make full use of it. This situation affords us a chance to remedy another. If that is the beginning of a scheme, Hubert, you do a terribly poor job of veiling it. It is no concern of yours. Not yet, at any rate. Right. Lovely. Well, so long as whatever you're planning has Edelgard's blessing and will be of aid to the Empire, I will brook no complaint. All will be revealed in time.
Great things await.
War feeds. Well,
I'll use this strength.
You could read Ferdy Healy fanfic? Alright. I mean, I'm sure it exists.
Hey, a new power.
This power will serve me.
witness the revival of House Nouvelle. One step at a...
Can't let...
I'm told the secret passage they used was sealed off centuries ago.
Yes. The palace floor plans failed to even show it. I'm shocked the church knew of its existence.
In the age of Seros, the Empire and Church were intimately related. It's safe to assume the Central Church took pains to retain its information from the time.
I shudder to think what other inconvenient secrets they might be privy to.
You know?
Yes. Well, based on the scale of the attack, they must have seen this as their first and only chance. Ah, there you are.
They said you wanted to talk?
Yes. I believe I owe you an apology.
Oh, yeah? What for?
To be blunt, I thought you were with the enemy. I had you pegged for an informant, planted among us by those who slither in the dark. It was not an unreasonable assumption. You enter Her Majesty's life at the perfect time, allure her with your strength, and choose our house to study with. And oh, surprise! You have dark powers. It was all too much to dismiss as mere coincidence.
It was at Hubert's suggestion that I appointed you captain of our mercenary unit. He felt this would allow us to quietly assess your abilities and allegiances, and I agreed. I know I told you I did this because I believed in you and your strength, but the decision was somewhat more nuanced than that. I'm sorry.
The moment I got wind of this attack, I immediately thought of you. This is it, I thought. The traitor has sprung the trap, and now the Emperor's life is in danger. But instead, you thwarted the assassination attempt and kept Her Majesty safe. I was wrong about you. Deeply so. And for that, I am ashamed beyond measure.
I love Hubert, honestly. Like, yeah, he's a creep, but also he's, like, honest about it.
Don't worry about it. I would have done the same. Honestly, I thought it was weird how quick you both trusted me. Good to finally know the reason behind it all.
That does not excuse our actions. We had no right to deceive you as we did. But I swear, we will make amends. You have but to let us know how.
You can start by trusting me. Or if that's not in the cards, have the decency to tell me you don't to my face. At least then I'll know where I stand.
I doubt doing so would have changed anything, but I understand the sentiment. We will attempt to be better going forward.
Like...
Be better? Really?
That's a good apology!
Hubert, why not just promise to be more forthright?
No, he gave a good apology!
Because that might make me a liar. Let me speak plain. I no longer believe you to be working with the enemy. However, that does not necessarily mean the possibility is now non-existent.
Well, I guess I did ask for honesty. But look, do you guys trust me or not?
But yeah, I like Hubert's character.
Of
Like, the way he's
course we trust
characterized is great.
Or I do at least. So please, let us begin this relationship anew on solid ground.
It is now 1182. The great war Edelgard instigated has swept across Fodlan and looks more grim with each passing day. The Empire struggles to hold Aryan Road to the west and the Great Bridge to the east. The kingdom cannot bring western lands to heal. Even the Alliance must face changing times. The Central Church sends the Knights of Seros to the Imperial capital to assassinate the Emperor, but fails. Roughly half a year passes before the tides show any true sign of shifting.
Woo! We've finished part 1!
Scarlet Blaze. Shifting history. 5 months have passed since the attack on the Emperor, and 1182 nears a close. Though each army schemes, the battle maps barely change. But now, history is about to resume its course.
Today is a momentous day in Fodlan's history that people will mark for generations to come.
Then why do you look so conflicted?
I'm not conflicted, Claude. I'm just painfully aware of how much stronger I need to be. That's why I'm counting on you and the Alliance to make up the difference.
Hey, I've got feeling unprepared down to a science, so let's say we help each other out. If we work together, we can achieve what's best for both of us, right?
Indeed.
I have reviewed the terms, Your Majesty. All that remains is the placement of your seals.
Everything looks good to me. I'm especially glad we found a solution to the control of Murden.
You've done fine work here, Hubert. Thanks. And thanks to you as well, Holst. You know I'm not good at this sort of thing.
I've never known you to shy away from ceremonial affairs like this. But it is the most significant pact since the founding of the Leicester Alliance, so your caution was most prudent. I must admit, I was quite nervous. Thankfully, I managed not to follow it up.
You surely jest. You did your work masterfully, without batting an eye. I am truly impressed that Leicester's most valiant general is so well versed in diplomacy.
Don't be insulting, Hubert. Sir Holst is a duke. A man can be brave in battle and still know how to get things done. Take our Minister of Military Affairs, for example.
A man for whom the term looks can be deceiving was likely invented.
Speaking of Count Burgleys, where is he? I thought he'd be here so we could go head-to-head. We never did get to finish our battle.
I'm afraid the Count couldn't make it, but perhaps you'd consider my bodyguard instead? I'm certain you'll find the challenge to your liking. Is this your first time meeting, by the way?
It is. Well, friend, care to go around with me?
They say this Holst character is the strongest man in Leicester. But is he as strong as the Ashen Demon?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Now that's what I like to hear.
I hope you mean later and not this very second. It would be a shame to get blood all over this nice paperwork.
Yes. All eyes are on us. We must make this a grand gesture and show our soldiers that Adrestia and Leicester have joined forces for a brighter future.
Well, let's get to it. As leader of all the lords and knights who sit at the round table of the Leicester Alliance, I, Claude von Regan, hereby swear this pact. Leicester pledges to work in harmony with the Adrestian Empire and do everything in its power to secure a peaceful future for Fodlan.
By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword that crowns the double-headed eagle, I, Edelgard von Hresfeld, hereby swear this pact. Adrestia pledges to work hand in hand with the Leicester Alliance to deliver peace to the land and secure a future for all its people.
The pact is sealed.
And now it is our job to uphold it.
Goodness, look how far you've risen. You're standing on the stage of history.
Soul Calibur?
I know you'll do great things. Yes, and greater things still.
Right then, we've got plenty of bright new faces here at the round table today. First, a brand new count ruling Gloucester. And
the stage
Duke
of history,
Goneril
right?
and Count Ordelia have decided that their heirs will sit for them.
Unfortunately, Lawrence and Lysithea can't join us, due to their responsibilities in the Imperial Army.
I called you here to give you notice. The Leicester Alliance is assenting to the Empire's request and sending troops to the Kingdom front. Houses Regan, Gloucester, and Daphne will be supplying most of the soldiers. And instead of the usual route through Aelel, we'll be invading Fraldarius directly by sea.
You're staying behind, right, Holst?
Indeed I am. Almyra is still an unknown quantity, and we've no idea if or when Prince Shahid might stage another attack. And the same goes for House Ordelia. They've had more than their share of troubles on their border. We agreed that shipping their army away might not be the most prudent of ideas.
And that's all she wrote. You'll find the details in the document you've all been given. I wish the kingdom would see there between a rock named Adrestia and a hard place named Leicester and throw that white flag high, but of course they won't. So good luck, everyone. I'm counting on you.
And so, the Alliance has agreed to bring their troops to bear and attack the kingdom from the east. At the same time, we will resume our invasion from the west using Aryan Road as a foothold. We'll subjugate the kingdom's lords one by one as we work our way toward Blathen.
News of the Pact will doubtless have spread throughout the kingdom by now. Provided enough houses see the futility in fighting, we may be able to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. However, that is likely wishful thinking. We should instead expect the worst and prepare accordingly.
You think? Some of them already bent the knee to us once, along with Count Rowe. Wouldn't they jump at a chance to swap sides again?
An idea I am certain has already occurred to the king. Lately, we have been scrambling to reorganize, dealing with an attack by the Knights of Seros and negotiating a pact with Leicester. And during that time, the winds of purgation have swept across Fargus. In one fell swoop, the king has expunged most of the nobles likely to align with us.
Still, it's us and the Alliance against him, which means we've got the advantage. What's there to worry about?
The concern isn't that we'll lose. It's that winning might come at the cost of too many lives. What an utterly pointless, senseless thing to do. Oh, I find it all so very draining.
Whatever our intent, we're the instigators here. We can't expect the enemy to do anything less than defend their land with tooth and claw.
Speak for yourself. If someone invaded my territory, I'd hand over lands and titles on a silver platter. Especially if I had no chance of winning.
There is truly no other noble like you, Linhard. And perhaps no person at all for that matter. Regardless, we must proceed with
Lynn's
caution.
hair is quite good.
When people think someone is after what they possess, they respond with fear, even if the thought is all in their head. In the eyes of the people of Fargus, there is no limit to what evils the Empire might visit upon them.
My father started saying he can't sleep because he's scared the old church is coming to Garreg Mach to kill him. From the sound of my mother's letters, he's really shaken up.
Remember that the kingdom has much coldness. We must not forget to be bundling up like people of the snow.
Our Petra is always ready for what lies ahead.
I wish I had better understanding of your Fodlan ways, so I could be giving more assistance to everyone.
Don't worry about it, Petra. With all the different factions in this thing, even we have a hard time keeping it straight. This almost seems so backward compared to the way things were in Brigid.
In any case, the battles ahead will be more brutal than any we have yet fought. Keep a vigilant eye out for both yourselves and each other. That is all. Dismissed.
Guess things aren't gonna be so easy anymore. We're under some real pressure to win.
Wow.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
have any lavish building materials either.
Everything has its use.
Suppose.
Time to work you into shape.
So many options. I think we're probably going to try to end up mastering everything with this character by the end of this. I don't think we're going to have enough grummaries by the end of all of this, you know?
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Anyway, we're calling it a night. It's late. And we can start part 2 tomorrow. On the holiday. After I do all of my various chores. Got some stuff to do tomorrow. But nothing that's honestly that big. Thanks for hanging out. Whew. Had to do a few restarts, but it all worked out today. Anyway, have a good night. See you all tomorrow.